once you're done doing your second or third round import, it's going to bring you back to the active disputes page. Now, again, during this demo, we weren't really working with a file that had changed, so you're still seeing some of the in dispute items. But once you do your second round, it's only going to show you all the negative items. So when you did your import, if items still remained on there after you had already disputed them, they're going to automatically be put back to negative status so that you can continue to dispute that item. So when you get here, you're going to see all the negative items, and just like before, you'll be able to just check out and make any adjustments that you need to. If you had previously disputed something, there is actually a history of it. So if I expose this here, you'll actually be able to see the dispute history, right? So now, of course, this was only an hour ago, but normally this would be, 30 days ago or whenever it was sent, and it will give you a quick summary of what happened. So once we've got done looking at this and we're quite happy with how everything looks, we're going to go over to our second round of letters. So on here as well, you're not going to see any of the in dispute item ones. They're all going to be negative. They're going to display in here. So let's say we wanted to do our second round, bureau reinvestigation letter. So what we want to do is do all the items for the credit bureau. It's going to pre-select them, and then we can go ahead and build that second round of letters. Once you've previewed all the letters, just like before, where all the data gets merged, it'll bring you over to pending print, and the process works basically the same. Now, the only difference on the second round and third round and fourth round is that you don't need to include the ID docs unless you absolutely have to for a particular reason, but it's not required. So all the letters would just get selected here that you want to print. You would go ahead and hit print again, and again, the last step, let's pretend this was round 2 and we went ahead and printed our letters. The very last step after doing that would be to go back to the client status and update them to round 2. So if we go back to actions, now we would say, all right, we just printed round 2 letters. Now the customer is in round 2. Select that, hit update and launch, and those email automations and SMS will take over until round 3 is due. Now, just like before, when round 3 and 30, 35 days from now comes up, you'll get an email from our system the day before letting you know that, John Doe is ready for his next import.